So here we are, 68 Chevelle on our tail. We have a major step up in the world from a T-Bird. Well, at least I think so. Alex is in the back area where many teenage girls seen their best days of their life back in the 60s. I flighted it. I said, do you guys think we're gonna get this on the road the day after we buy it? And you're darn tootin' we did.
Did you know the doctor told you to stay on the couch for 24 hours?
Yeah, well, doctors can suck my duck.
You're literally in here with a gel pack surrounding your jaw. I just like looked out the window. I was like, what is that guy doing?
Race car is life, brother.
All 4 wisdom teeth.
All 4 wisdom teeth. We've got an extra special day tomorrow, maybe. We might be trading this yin yang Tallywhacker for something very special. All hands on deck. We gotta get her prepped for sale.
The Thunderbird.
The Thunderbird. Changing the oil right now. Clean up the old engine bay a little bit. So she looks presentable after neglect. You guys have never seen this car on the channel. I don't think really ever, right?
No, not really. Other than in the background.
It is, as you can see by the edge of it, a 460 big block with a C6 back. It has 60,000 original miles. You know, the main reason you can tell that is if you look at this interior here, it looks basically brand new.
Oh yeah, that's immaculate.
It is plushy still. There's only one tear in the seat. You know, the back seat's like a freaking luxury resort. The body could be a little bit better shape, but it's a 73. So 73 Ford Thunderbird. Big block 460. You would think it'd be fast. No, it's slower than dog shit. So, the guy before me, it's actually a 3-owner car. I'm the 3rd owner. I met the woman that bought it brand new from a local dealership, which is kind of the one reason why I really like the car. It has a really cool story behind it. She bought it and drove it on Sundays to church. Typical story. And then the guy after me, he was a custom car builder, like really custom from the 60s. And he built the spoiler, he brought in the front bumper, he added the rims and tires, lowered it. This car is massive. You can't really tell, but it's almost like straight up with the front of the Mustang, and we still got another 4 foot.
There's about 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 foot.
It's 4 foot longer than an S197 Mustang. It's huge and very wide. Probably wider than a Challenger. All good things must come to an end, and we'll be trading this, maybe, fingers crossed, for something very, very cool on the channel. And it will make a lot of Chevy guys very happy to see on our channel. If it works out, we'll be pretty ecstatic. We'll have another project car, and a very sought after project car that's very popular in a lot of people's eyes. Dream car in a lot of people's eyes. I don't care. I like odd ducklings. Look at these ducklings.
Duck, duck, duck.
But right now, how better to recover from surgery rather than work on your car when you're not supposed to? Oh, here, well, I guess we can start it up. This is kind of why this car and me don't get along very well, because you can hear yourself speak, and it's a big block, and it's slow. You know, the only things that have rights to be slow in my mind are that 40s car back there. Everything else seems to be quick.
So I got a bunch of boxes over here.
Well, that's good news always.
I got
Oh, I was gonna ask you to break your brake lines. You got them all plumbed in and everything?
Yes, yes. Stainless braided lines. Because I did all this stuff about a few years back to get it going, so I go to Good Guys, and I had it all together. And then I wasn't done with body work. I still had jams to do and stuff, so I had to pull it back apart. And I just kind of never got back at it. And then this fall, I started to pull it back apart to get back at it, and I just realized I don't have the patience for it.
Don't have the patience, yeah.
Yeah, this car unfortunately wore me out. I wouldn't mind if you actually do keep me in the loop and restore it.
Well, you'll see it. We got a YouTube channel. It's called Daily Driven Death Traps.
Oh, okay.
And you can watch the whole series on her.
Cool. That'll be cool to see what y'all do. So,
we ain't gonna get too crazy with it, I don't think.
Yeah.
You never know. Here we are a day later, like I said, without the jaw. I should have it on, but. So, I don't know if I said we were getting or not, or I was gonna say it would be a surprise, but 67 Chevelle, original 327 car, now has a 400 small block Chevy with a 4-speed. We'll be trading our Thunderbird if everything goes right on their test drive for this car. He sounds like he was pretty on the up and up about it. I sent him a bunch of videos last night. Basically, what you should do when you're selling a car, make sure they have plenty of information before you waste your time driving somewhere. So now it's just up to him, and I guess my dad went with him so he can work his magic on talking to him if he has any doubts, but I don't think he will. The Thunderbird is a very, very good car, and I most certainly will miss it because it's pretty freaking sweet. It's a lot of fun to drive, just draws tons of attention, not a very common car. Now looking at this, there's a lot of work to do. I mean, he's got about half of it done, but obviously Alex and I will work our touch on it, and then my dad will probably have his glorious touch on the body work, maybe. And then hopefully you'll see this on the road pretty quick, because undercarriage is all painted and done. All the kind of hard work is done. Now it's kind of like my 70s Ford I sold. Reminds me identical to it because it's kind of the same shape it was when I sold it, other than we can't really hear this one run. But he seems like he's a pretty honest dude, and as much as I don't trust anybody in my life, seems kind of trustworthy. So we'll see how the test drive goes, and we'll either see us load this on a trailer or go home with nothing. I forgot to load ramp. Find your good home. So here we are, 68 Chevelle on our tail. We have a major step up in the world from a T-Bird. Well, at least I think so. But this is pretty exciting. It's kind of stressful with all the different parts. Very stressful with all the different parts that came with the car to put it back together.
At least we have a ton, don't have to buy a lot.
Yeah, yours not gonna be a lot of buying, except for I think we'll probably have to come up with a lot of hardware, so we'll be taking a lot of trips to the bomb cars and around 365. But the main thing is we're pulling it home, and we have it now. So all you Chevy guys on the channel, like usual, should be pretty excited for this. I'm pretty excited for it, and I'm not even a Chevy guy whatsoever. Well, I mean, I like them. I'm not impartial by any means, but this is very exciting, very, very nice man we bought it from, very upfront, and I hope we got all the parts from him, but it's really not that far down the road, so Welcome to the 68 Chevelle project, everyone. So we're back home now. I guess we got an engine lift plate for free, which is nice because we never have enough of those. But what I can just see from what's new, what's not new, and I don't know, he gave us a kind of a rundown. I'll give you guys a rundown. Alternator's not old. It's pretty new. The fan is new. It still has the lettering on it. New clutch fan. You can obviously tell the water pump's not that old because it's got a chrome little cap still on it. Came with an air conditioning kit. There's the condenser for it already hanging up. Master cylinder's brand new. All the brake lines are brand new with braided brake lines going to the new disc brake kits that he put on there. As you can tell right here, are they slotted? Yeah. Oh, slotted and drilled rotors. The hoses are brand new going down to the power steering rack. Brand new polyurethane mounts on the passenger side. We got to put the ones on the driver's side, which would take Alex and I probably like what, 20 minutes, if that. New shocks, new springs, he said, to lower an inch. Fuel pump's not that old, looks pretty good. New hoses. I mean, it was all decked out in Edelbrock. That's pretty neat. Supposedly the transmission has been rebuilt like extremely recent because he blew it out and had it rebuilt. Oh yeah, you're looking at the big money piece right down there. That right there is a Yukon locker in that sucker, along with brand new axles. Looks like more slot rotor and brakes, more brand new brake lines, polyurethane mounts right here on the tail. The tank looks pretty good. I can't imagine it might be new too. We haven't even looked through the boxes and just pure amount of stuff.
Just filled, and then
we got random bolts sitting on the rear right here.
Hey, there's the grill you're asking about.
There's the grill. That was where we left. There's more, just every body part. I'm trying to decide how we want to go about this whole project. If we just want to maybe get put back together and get it kind of on the road running, and then we can slowly, my dad can work on the bodywork as he feels fit and orderly, and then we can just drive it, or if we want to just leave it the way it is and kind of work on it slowly. But I'd really like to put it back together. That way it's a running driving project, and you know how I feel about running driving projects on this channel. You can always get back to the nitty gritty later, but you can't always have a running driving car. So I'm trying to decide that right now. We're waiting for the old Padre to show back up with the parts he has in his vehicle, and then we'll kind of make some decisions from there. But I think we're gonna unload it, throw it in the garage, maybe do some cleaning up in the garage, make a couple makeshift tables out of some tires, and start unpacking. Yeah, well, it's got a brand new painless wiring kit, which I asked him, like, is it actually for a Chevelle? And he ordered it specifically for a Chevelle. So $1,200 painless kit. That's just wild. We got, I think we both parties came out very well ahead on this deal. He was done with his project, and we were ready for another project, I guess.
Now we have like 3 projects in the making right now.
Yeah, we have
2 or 3.
We have a bit.
That's probably good showing.
Okay. You betcha, bud. Hey, they're about the same height. Once we get the bumpers back on her, she'll be sitting down even lower.
Did you give us tail lights?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's like a full box of them.
Dude, we got a lot of stuff to unpack. Don't want to have all that fucking trim in here. Leave it in there tomorrow and talk about it sorted. That's fine.
There's trim and windows, basically. All right, then I'll head home then.
All right, sounds good. Have it running by tomorrow morning.
I bet you will.
Do you guys think we can do this by tomorrow? Have this thing doing a burnout? I mean, I don't know. I guess we'll see if anybody lets me after my surgery. But if
you've been doing this all day,
I've been doing this all day. But here's what we kind of got going on. here in the back of the Univic, we got all of our interior basically just chilling. Wherever is whatever. We'll have to go through that later. That's not our worries right now. Interiors, there's our fenders. They are basically mint. He painted the inner fenders. They look pretty good. The out part of the fenders, all the bodywork's done. They look mint. Bumpers, we need to spray the back side of them. Need to make sure they don't rust anymore, and then those will be mint, ready to go back on. Then we got our seats that are out of a 70s Camaro, which for now will work just fine. Then if you come up here, we've got our boxes of goodies that we still have not went through, that we need to go through. But as far as I can tell, that's heater stuff, that's taillight stuff, that's headlight stuff, that's interior stuff, that is more interior stuff and a couple belts. Then we got our new wiring harness over there, our alternator starter. I don't know why he has another alternator and another starter. I'm pretty sure these look just almost brand new, and that starter is wrapped down there even. So I have no idea why that would be like that, but we might figure that out in the long run. Got a carburetor for it ready to go. Got a brand new radiator ready to go. Radiator support has been primed mostly. Might have to shoot a little bit more on it. We got our hinges, and we got the rest of our front end right there.
And then we got a 5.0 block over there.
And then we got a random 5.0 block just in case we don't like this 400. No. Then we got, we're gonna see if we can put this whole thing together with Alex's cute little tool chest, and we're gonna also do it in kind of a setting that you've never seen us work in before. Well, we've seen Alex work in it, you've never seen really me work in it. This is my own personal garage. I usually try not to work on stuff in my garage. But here we are. We're gonna go over and get some more lighting for in here, so that way we can have the doors closed tomorrow if we want to, and that way we got, I'm gonna probably just get one for here, one, two, three, four. I'm gonna get 4 lights, hook a daisy chain them together, and then we'll have plenty of light in this square area, which is usually where we're gonna be working on stuff anyway, since I don't have a performance car right now. But as far as I can tell, as of yet, everything is in pretty decent condition. I guess we'll be seeing as we go what is all good and what is all bad. I have yet to decide if I want to rewire the whole car, which I might, because this kind of just looks like shit. Duck. We need one thing we're gonna do this evening that I haven't mentioned to Alex even yet. We're gonna take this VIN plate and we're gonna decode it, so that way we kind of know exactly what this car was. I was told it was a 327 SS with white black stripes. Sweet, which is really, really cool color combination. Probably won't go back that color combination, but it will get stripes, I can say that. I don't know for sure if it was an SS, but it's kind of weird that it has the SS. Has the SS column in it. Focus across up there.
Thank you.
Other than that, the first thing we're gonna have to do is, before we get too in depth, I definitely want to replace all the rest of the mounts on the car, because you know he took the time to buy them, and these make it just feel like a brand new car and feel much better than a brand new car. So we get all those tightened up. He did the passenger side. We got to finish it up on the driver's side. Once we get that all finished up, then I can move my attention to this front portion if I'm available to do it. Then we might be able to take it around the block tomorrow, at the very least.
That'd be pretty neat.
That would be pretty neat. It's gonna be like 40 degrees tomorrow, 50 degrees.
That's still way better than negative.
It's way better.
20.
I don't know if you guys can tell, but my mood is so much better already. Just because, let's see what it's gonna be. It's gonna be windier than butt.
Even with 4 teeth out, you're pretty happy.
I'm pretty lively. It's supposed to be 37 tomorrow. Oh well,
It's
37.
probably like what, 25 right now? No.
It's 37 right now.
Really?
It's 37 right now. Boop, 37. Tomorrow it's supposed to be a high of 37. I can take this. I can't take negative 40. That makes me kind of angry inside. So whatever we don't get done tomorrow, this is going to be our little quick project. I want a running and driving project, so that way we can take it back and forth to my parents' house rather than just taking up my real estate.
Little update.
Little update. So this morning got up early, got all the polyurethane mounts basically the rest of the way in the car, except for these front radiator support ones. So that's a really neat upgrade the guy did. Very happy that he did that, because those were kind of worn out. They're in a bucket back there if you really want to look at them. But we just kind of had a pretty good moment. I'm just hooked up the bare minimum wires that are on it to see if it's all still kind of wired, so we can try to start it just to, you know, shits and giggles. Just make sure.
I mean, the carb isn't even on. We're just
Cranking
it over.
We're cranking it over. I was just making sure it has compression, make sure it was gonna crank with the wiring it has, so we can maybe try it. But we had pretty luck. It's there. It's turning over. We do have a brand new full harness, a direct fit Chevelle Malibu harness, which will end up in the car sooner probably rather than later. But I want to really start the car and I want to listen to it and see if this engine is as good as we hope.
Before we wire it up.
Before we wire it up again. So if it's all junk, it's not even worth putting that in because we'll probably just put an LS in it. All right, a couple hours later since I last talked to you guys, but as you can see, we've got some good old fender action here. We've got some good old liquid action here. We got some radiator action here. We got some actual battery action. We got basically everything going on right now, which is pretty cool. We're gonna run it without an alternator hooked up just because I'm gonna tear out all this wiring anyway, probably tomorrow, as long as everything works the way it's supposed to on a little test drive we're gonna do. Down the road, we're gonna go down the road and right back, just because we don't know everything about the car, and he said the diff was a little low on fluid. I don't want to get under there and check again. I've already been under the car 100 times today. So what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna start it up and we're gonna let her idle a little bit, see if she's gonna stay idling and stay running, because we drained all the old nasty fuel out. We'll probably still have a little bit in there, but we got seafoam and a bunch of new 91 in it, so it should cleanse itself out. If everything goes right on the test drive, I will talk to you guys more about that when we get back. Here we go. Let's see if we can get her to start. Grab a towel. This wasn't tight either. It just thermostat just closed or open. And then we need to tighten down this distributor. Go ahead. Sounds like a hot rod. calling that good. I'm getting chilly. Chilly Willy. So we need to put some fluid in the power steering pump, I think.
Maybe just a bit.
Maybe just a little. So we have something. All right, a little bit varies.
Arctic fresh.
Ah! Ah! Oh! A year ago, we were in a truck that was at least enclosed.
Yeah.
We've downgraded. Alex is in the back area where many teenage girls seen their best days of their life back in the 60s. So here we are, starting a new chapter on the channel with this here 68 Chevelle. I hope you enjoyed this little video or these videos so far. Stay with us, and we got a lot more to come with this thing. I'm gonna rewire it tomorrow. Maybe I'll have that on the channel, maybe not. But you're gonna see a lot more of this car, especially over this summer. I asked the question last night. I said, or I implied it. I said, do you guys think we're gonna get this on the road the day after we buy it? And you're darn tootin' we did. We kind of did exactly what I love to do, and is I like to have running driving projects. So guess what we got? We got a running driving project. So that's freaking awesome. There's our predecessor to the Thunderbird, and I think it's found a really good home with us.
Yep.
Maybe you guys don't think so. Maybe we don't deserve this. I know I don't deserve it because I don't even care.
And don't worry about the wagon. It's
Don't worry about the wagon. It's coming back. I promise. It's just Sean's been under the weather and stuff like that.
Oh, but when he gets 4 bones pulled out of his mouth, he
I still try to work.
works on this thing.
Yep. Of course, I'm at home and I'm taking leisurely time. And I'm going to take more leisurely time and be painless.